Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Apologies. Lots has happened this morning, so I wasn't able to start on time. I do apologise for that. What an interesting morning it's been. I've been working. I've been jumping in and out of the Irish Hotspurs chat room. Anyone would think from listening to the people in that chat room that Tottenham Hotspur are Man City and Ange Postecoglou is Pep. I really do not know what people are seeing. However, Tottenham are playing today. We are playing the K-League All-Stars today. So before anything else, let's have a look at, let's see if all of my internet and everything to do with computers today for me has not been working. So bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can get the team up. I'm sure you've all seen it. But the Tottenham team for today is Vicario in goal, Porro, Royale, Davis and Donnelly, Sarr, Gray and Bergvall with Kulu, Son and Johnson. So we don't know whether or not that means Kulu up top or Son up top. We know that will mean Johnson on the right and either Kulu as a false nine or Son up front. A very young midfield, Gray, Sarr and Bergvall. People are excited to see it. For me, I want to be seeing at this stage of the pre-season, I want to be seeing your best midfield out there, but let's see what they do. And then at the back, I believe that the less said about the back line, the better, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. It looks like another game where no centre-backs. Emerson Royale and Davis are still starting for Tottenham Hotspur in 2024. Hey, it is what it is. I don't think it matters in games like this. These are games we should be winning before anybody gets to the end of this live stream and then says, oh, but Savva, you're muddied because Spurs won. I fully expect Tottenham Hotspur to beat a team from the K-League. No offence to the K-League. I fully expect them to. Big up to everyone. I won't be able to get to all your comments. So sorry I'm late. So sorry I'm late. But big up to absolutely everyone. There are only 31 likes, nearly 200 of you in here. Smash that like button and please do subscribe on your way in. Let me know what's your thoughts on the team. I'm going to skip all the comments that I haven't been able to read up to this point, so apologies. Let me know what you think of the team. I'll get to the comments that are coming in now. Look, as I said, I have just been on streams where I'm going to stop going into other YouTuber streams now because the moment you go in there, it's just, oh, you're a drunk, you're this, you're that, the other. You know, it's just like it's just getting silly. So we'll see what happens in today's game. Of course, Spurs are doing their very level best to tell us that all of our players are absolutely sensational. I was listening to it whilst I was trying to set this up, but. Look, it's interesting. Let me know, what do you think of the young midfield? I mean, Bergvall, Gray. First of all, really happy to actually see Gray playing in central midfield. That's what I want to see in a pre-season. I don't want to see the kid playing at centre-half. I can't judge a player when he's playing out of position. I can't. It's a difference between saying, oh, he looks a good footballer, and a difference between saying that's what he offers me in X, Y, Z position. Okay, so for me, I'm very interested to see what Archie Gray does in that midfield. Again, though, it does show, apart from the players that still need to come back, so we're looking at the likes of Udogie, Van de Ven and Romero and Bentancur. Apart from these players, it goes to show we haven't really strengthened, have we? And people can call that negative. I think that is just a fact, right? We haven't strengthened in any way, shape or form this summer. And the time is ticking down. I think we really, really need to do that. I think the time for the excuses needs to stop. And I think that we've actually got to start doing something. We were told by all the people that are super positive, it was wait till the Euros was finished. I mean, how long ago now did the Euros finish? 18 days ago. Still, nothing has happened at Tottenham Hotspur. Really, really got to get that sorted. Today, what are you looking to see? Yeah? What are you looking to see today? For me, I just want to see that, one, we don't play with two centre-halves and just allow teams to counter-attack us at will. I want to see that he's learned. I want to see that he's adapted. I don't think we will see that. I'll be honest, it would have been nice to see one of Mikey Moore or Lancashire start. It would have been nice to see that. I get it. They're coming on in second halves. Teams are tired, etc. But I'd like to see what does a Mikey Moore do given 90 minutes on the right wing. Robert, I don't believe when you say they've strengthened us, I don't know what we can put this evidence on. If they've strengthened us, let's see in the first game of the season if both start in central midfield. If they don't, then you've got your answer. Tony has said, why are we blaming Ange for the lack of signings? He said we need to sign. Blame Levy for our club going into the dumps. For me, as I've said, I don't blame one person. I blame the whole thing. I blame Ange for accepting signings like Timo Werner. I've always blamed Levy. The big fault, Levy's here, all the others are down here. Levy is always going to be at fault for this football club. Then I look at Lang. I don't know what Lang is doing. I don't know what he's all about as a director of football. If I'm going to be completely honest, I really, really don't know. And then if we go further than that, you look at Postecoglou. I don't know. Is he asking for better players? I don't know. He's never worked with better players than what he's got now, and that's a fact. Let's see. I don't know. Is he asking for this level of player? Is he saying, I only want young players? If he is, fine. But then we've got to curb the we're going to be winning titles talk and, where's your winning mentality talk? So I think you've got to, I don't think you can have it both ways. I don't think that's negative to say. I think you can't have it both ways. So if it is Ange being messed about by Levy again, then we're not surprised, are we? We're not surprised by that in any way, shape or form. But the problem, I will always say this, is Ange made a rod for his own back by saying every signing is signed off by me. Now, the moment he said that, cool. Then all the young kids are on you. Timo Werner twice is on you. Dragoshin, you've got to find a way to play him because he's on you. So for me, I think we can't have it all ways. Fans can't want to really, really back Ange on one thing he says, but then not on another thing he says. Yeah, and this is the problem. When you talk a lot, you've got to stand by what you said. Look, for me, I just think there's something's not right at the club. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Japower says, Savva, rebuilds are they for the next new manager as we sack them after a few years? Then we're told, yeah, listen, first of all, the word rebuild, you've probably seen me enough to know. I don't know what it means. I feel like it's a really fluffy line that I see people using. I don't know what rebuild means. I don't know what we're rebuilding from. Look, for me, at the end of the day, if you truly want to rebuild or we're truly on a project and a plan and a process, then you've got to see action. And at the moment, this window, we've seen no action. We've seen zero action that suggests the club are remotely interested in closing a gap anytime soon. I'm not saying winning it, by the way. I'm not saying the manager comes in and suddenly we're better than Arsenal and City. But I haven't seen us do a single thing this window that makes me go, we're going to close the gap. Right? Bear in mind, Liverpool haven't done anything yet. Liverpool might strike in August. I can't believe that Arne Slot is not going to want players of his own for this season. But at the end of the day, Liverpool haven't strengthened. So they're the next ones after Villa to us, right? How do we close that 17, 18-point gap to them? So far, nothing. And that's the worry. Again, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're saying, right, how do we close that 8-point gap or whatever they are to City and Arsenal? At the moment, you'd say nothing. So it's not just Spurs, but some clubs are trying to close the gap. Other clubs aren't. According to my maths, there should be 6 minutes until kickoff, but we will see. Sometimes these games start a bit later. John Kramer fan has said, we will sign player Savva. We don't need a whole squad, but Eze, not happening. David, don't want him, not good enough. And Neto, injury prone. So again, John, explain your thoughts to me how this is a 10 out of 10 window. One thing that doesn't address any backup in defence. It doesn't address a defensive midfielder or someone to protect the back four. Right? You've brought in one player who misses more games than he plays. Jonathan David, lots of people aren't big on him. And Eze, can you really see Daniel Levy doing this? If Daniel Levy goes and gets Eze, I will turn around and go, yes, that's what I want from my chairman. But we can keep talking about things like this. That is not a 10 out of 10 window. And again, I feel like we're saying, again, this is nice and fluffy. We can say the nice fluffy stuff, But that's not a 10 out of 10 window. It doesn't address the issues. 1 second. Anna, for sure. The problem is, it doesn't matter how many times we go through this, people will still just back it. Oh, Ange is different. I haven't seen anything about Ange that makes me think he's different to any of the other managers that had a project and a process, if I'm honest. Sure. But, Bob Shuka, sure. We can sit here and talk all we like, all we want, like we know everything. They might be working. It's not that easy, but other clubs are doing it. So when we say it's not that easy, Villa are making signings. Chelsea are making signings. West Ham are in talks with players. West Ham are in talks with Fulkrog, with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So when we're saying it's not easy, why is it never easy for Spurs, but other clubs seem to get it done? So, the game, I don't know, is on Spurs Play. The game is on Spurs Play, and the players are on the pitch at the moment. They're just lining up alongside each other at the moment. John Kramer fan has said the rebuild process comes from the Philadelphia 76ers, who tanked a few seasons to build on youth. And just team's trajectory are a V shape right now. We're on the bottom of the V. Again, it's just a load of fluffy nonsense, I'm afraid. I need some evidence that this is the truth. Eze not good enough. I don't know. Unbelievable. Yeah. Do you mean David? Do you mean Jonathan David is not good enough? Surely. We don't. This is what I mean. People just say nice things. John Kramer is the worst at this. Look at this. VDV, Romero, Dragusin and Phillips are 4 good enough centre-backs. How can you say Phillips is a good enough centre-back when the manager never, ever plays him? I know he's injured today, but he's never played him. Gray doesn't address the number 6 issue. And Brennan Johnson's improvement. What are you... John, why don't you want success, John? What are you Australian? I'm going to say it again. This is an Australian fan talking about Tottenham Hotspur with probably a new fan. What are we doing? What is this? So Ashley Phillips, who's not good enough to start above Skip and Gray in a pre-season game, suddenly he's good enough for the Premier League and the Europa League and the FA Cup. Where are we getting this nonsense from? Guys, please really poor, only 66 likes. Come on, I'm actually having to work late tonight so that I can do this. So come on, people, at least give me some likes and subscribes. Taking time out of my day to do this. It's Pompito again. The children. Is it summer holidays? Oh, it must be. If you can't see how different Ange is, then go support Vila or some. Yes, I'm going to be told by someone this illiterate that I should go and support another club. This is what makes me laugh. What is Ange doing? Tell me what Ange has done that's different. I need to know, because so far what I saw last season, we are conceding goals for fun with a better back four than what Conte had. So no, I don't think he's different. Edem, again, look, see how we knock clubs that are trying to do business. West Ham are a joke, scattergun approach, and often nowhere near the value of the player. So we're knocking clubs that are trying to do business yet again. Spurs fans will never ever change. Mark, I don't know, mate. I don't know. It is the most obvious thing. The team: Vicario, Porro, Royale, Davis, Donnelly, Sarr, Gray, Bergval, Johnson, Son, and Kulu. The Spurs play app has Son playing through the middle, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see when the game starts as to where the player will be. Let me know. Let me know how deep you need me to be in terms of commentating. Yeah. Let me know, because some of you will be watching this, some of you won't, some will rely on me commentating. So let me know. Scott Nelson, who's always very rude to me, has said, Savva, on Irish, one Korean fan super chat. It's blessing in disguise that we didn't sign Neto Eze, because now we have the chance to see youth play. I mean, that's a blessing in disguise if you don't want to win anything. Sure. We are the only fans in world football that say it's a blessing in disguise to not buy players that are better than what we've got. What are we doing? Not you. I know you didn't say this. Someone else said this. What are we doing? What are we doing? How do most fan bases want better footballers? And we've got so many. Like John Kramer fans. Sorry, what are we doing? This squad desperately needs another centre-half. And what we're going to say is, right, what I'm going to say is this. For fans like John Kramer fan that are saying we don't need to strengthen in those areas, sure. If we get 2 centre-back injuries, don't then be saying, oh, it's not on Ange, he's had injuries. Because you're saying we don't need players. This is madness. I don't know. Where did you upload a video debunking the lies? Let me know. Ed M. Savva, it's easy to bid until your mates in media. Cream yourselves over how West Ham, but it's amateurish. Ed, they've actually gone to Fulkrog's club, bid for him, and are in talks with the player. Why is that amateurish? Ed, that's better than what we're doing. They actually agreed terms with Jean-Claire Todibo. Why is that amateurish? Scott, I don't need you to agree with me. There is no rebuilding thing. I've heard this, Scott, I've heard this for 24 years. We're rebuilding. When I ask, no one can actually tell me what we're rebuilding from and to. No one can tell me. Yeah. So if people want to watch the fluffy channels, I'm sorry, I just watched the Irish Hotspurs show. I disagreed with nearly everything him and the panel said. Again, it's look what Ange has done to improve us. Why? We got 6 more points with a better squad and letting 2 less goals. Really? Ange plays really exciting football. Does he? I don't know. Like, I just feel like, again, Jules just said, Fulkrog, Bowen, Paqueta, Kudos walk into our team. Absolutely. Yeah. Again, we're not Arsenal. Can people please stop comparing Arteta and Postecoglou? Arteta was backed. Right, we're about to kick off. I can't look at silly comments. Big up to Tony for giving away 5 YouTube channel memberships. Let me see if I can get this timer right. Spurs are about to kick off against the K-League All-Stars. A good chance for a run out for some of these lads. Let's see how well they do. Let's hope we get to see some of the youngsters again in the second half. I'm going to start the timer shortly. Looks like Son is he gonna kick off? Sorry, I need them to pan out. Come on. What's going on? All the players are waiting. All the players are waiting. I don't know what's going on here. They're just panning around the pitch, showing players. Everyone's ready to go. Spurs are going to kick off, are we? And we've kicked off. And we are off. We are off. So please do smash the like button. Big up Tony for the 5 gifted memberships. Those gifted memberships went to see if I can find out who. Actually, I can't see at the moment. Let me see if I can find out. I can't see who they were gifted to at this moment. But I'll come back to you. Let me know if you were someone, and please say thank you for Tony for that. Spurs have an early corner as Donnelly went down the left-hand side and cleared by the defender. Yeah, I agree, and it's something I'll tell Dave. You know, look, every YouTuber is entitled to their own content, sure. But the thing is, I just can't stand too much fluff on a panel when no one's actually telling the truth. We're just saying nice things for nice things' sake. Corner kick whipped in here, flicked on. It was flicked on by Papa Sarr. Looks like it actually then hit Royale and went out for a goal kick. So a good start from Spurs in terms of getting a corner. By the way, yes, it is. Go and subscribe to Dave. I'm a friend of Dave's. For me, it's just a lot of the panel that he has on there. I just find it all a bit fluffy. And everyone's just saying, oh, everything's great. We're winning and it's great. And look what Ange has done. But again, as soon as you say facts, people just use that negative word, don't you? They don't like it. They don't like it. Again, no one said Todibo is the priority for Tottenham. No, you're not listening. Two of these. Last season, towards end of our creativity and playmaking was non-existent. So John Kramer, so we don't need more defenders and we don't need a defensive midfielder. Come on, mate. You're chatting shit as normal. I'm sorry. John, you come in here and just say the stupidest things as the ball goes out for a throw-in to the K-League All-Stars. Right, let's get to the game. By the way, I'm friends with Dave. Please go and subscribe to his channel. He is one of the people that when I took my break, he is one of the very few that actually reached out. Check I was okay. So I will always love Dave for that. I don't know. It's a pre-season game. I'm not too bothered about the score. I'm more bothered about how we play. K-League All-Stars now just trying to get the ball out their own half, but we've pressed them well here. Their centre-half's bringing the ball out, plays it to the right back. And we all know what happens when clubs go down our channels. They've played an early ball down the channel again. Can Ben Davies get there first? Ben Davies can. He's done well there, Ben Davies. He held off his man. His man fouled him and Tottenham have a free kick. He did well there, Ben Davies. Again, though, you can see immediately they're going to try and expose our wings. So still K-League All-Stars 0, Tottenham 0. Let's smash that like button, people. 104 likes from 285 of you. Come on, smash that button. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I don't get it, Posty Pat. I have no idea why Emerson Royal is. First of all, I have no idea why anyone signed him at the club. But second of all, I have no idea why he's playing. Good ball out by Donnelly to Bergvall, and the defender clears it for a throw-in. Lots of people saying the same thing, that they don't understand. Again, Robert, I completely agree. What is Davis doing? The Hotspur Hood, big up, Dan. Hope you're well, my friend. Said, I'm outside Starbucks having a coffee, Savva. It's nice and hot, and Tottenham are going to win the league because Ange said he wants to. I just accept it. Yeah, that's what you have to. You have to accept it because Ange said, a manager that's never managed in a top league says we're going to win the league. Big up. Here comes Tottenham down the right side, but the ball's given away, and the K-League All-Stars can play it across the back. Big up, Ginny, big up, said I'm an Australian. By the way, it's not all Australians that I think are crazy, just some of the ones that have followed Ange here. I've been a Spurs supporter for 20 years. Every season, the same story. 1 foot forward, 2 step back. I don't understand the logic. Do you know what will happen, Ginny? At the end of this season, when it's no different, these same fans, like John Kramer fan, will still then go, oh, yeah, but it was only his second year. What about his third year? It's just what they do. Absolutely, Mahfouz. He is injured. He is injured. Back to the game. Nothing's really happening at the moment. Bergvall dropping deep to receive the ball. Good ball from Ben Davies in there to Donnelly, who has... Is that Donnelly? Yeah, Donnelly sort of pushed into that midfield area. There's a good ball for the K-League All-Stars over the top. I think Sarr should defend it. He has. I think he's played it out for a corner. Has that gone out for a corner kick? Sarr, I've noticed a lot of wild clearances in the last game and this one. Yeah, so the ball was given away by Archie Gray. I know we're not allowed to say that. The ball was given away by Archie Gray, and that started to move off for the K-League All-Stars. Not allowed to say that, though, because he's only young. Corner kick is going to come in here from the K-League All-Stars. I would love to let you know who it is, but I don't know. Corner whipped in, headed, cleared by Emerson Royal, and then Sarr can clear it further, and it goes all the way back to the centre half of the K-League team. Big up, George. Hope you're well, my friend. Big up to you. Sav, what's your thoughts? Agree in personal terms. Listen, I think Mika Marin is a good footballer. He sits in there. He does that midfield work. He keeps the game ticking over. I think he's a good signing. I think he'll be another good addition to Arsenal. I wouldn't have minded him in our midfield. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, you're not allowed to say that, Hennessy, because at the end of the game, people won't like it pointed out that these players do anything wrong. Yeah, I know, Tony. I know. Bader said the people who say you're negative, they only want to feel good about the club. Sure. If you say the truth, they won't feel good about themselves. So they want to feel better about the club. Sure, absolutely. I'm in no two minds as to why people just want to hear nice things. I get it, but after 24 years of Levy and 40 years of Spurs, I'm kind of at the stage where I just want to stop saying nice things and tell the truth. Tottenham out wide on the right-hand side. The ball is played down the line, whipped across, and the K-League centre-half clears it out for a throw-in. That's better from Spurs. Who is that with blonde? Is that Pedro Porro with dyed hair? Sorry, it's Bergvall out there. What's he doing out there? Bergvall out on the right-hand side, leaves the ball now to Pedro Porro. Spurs have a throw-in deep in the K-League half. Nicola, no one knows. No one knows. Only Spurs could do this. Big up to all of you. Please like, please subscribe. And thank you for all your support as always. Well, because you're our rivals, Angus, right? I mean, that's what they want to do. I think you guys are miles clear of us. In the last 4 years, you guys are miles clear of us. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Big up to Video Complete. Hope you're well. Jonathan has said Bergie's confidence with the ball is genuinely fun to watch. Yeah, listen, you can see he's a very good footballer. You can see he's a very good footballer. And hopefully we protect him and help develop him. Tottenham have the ball at the back. Here is Ben Davis. Gives it to Emerson Royale. Steve thinks this squad will struggle to get in the top half of the table. I don't think we'll struggle to get in the top half. I can't see it doing any better than last year. Nothing has improved. Hey, that's just me. Big Benz has said this. I've seen Bergvall playing since he was 6, since he was 8 years old. He's one of the best talents from Sweden. I'm proud. Sure. John, the basics, it's the same thing. What would it take for me to have more optimism? It's not about a more optimistic opinion. It's about showing me rather than fans like you telling me. You can tell me all day long. What I want to see is quality signings. I want to see the manager adapt so we're not easy to attack. I want to see the manager stop saying silly things, right? And I want to see Spurs. Now we're playing 2 games a week. I want to see how does he cope with the rotation? Because last year, I didn't see him be able to do it when we had 3 or 4 injuries. So many things I want to see. It's not just Ange, it's the whole club. Boxing Kangaroo thinks we'll finish 6th or 7th. By the way, if I don't say anything about the game, it means nothing is happening. And I can assure you right now, nothing is happening. Spurs in down the left now, and the K-League defender comes across and gets in a good tackle, and it's out for a corner. Nothing's really happened at either end so far. Agreed, he shouldn't be, but he still is. Levy with a bevy has said, what has Ange done? Say he's an elite manager. Agreed. Son, really lackadaisical Son so far in this game. Wants a lot of time on the ball. The K-League team have closed him down and keep nicking the ball off him. Here's Kulusevski trying to get round the centre half. And the defender clears it for a corner kick. Look, a string of corner kicks. Not really going anywhere fast. Yeah, Dan, would it have killed Postecoglou to give Donnelly 1 game on the left wing? Would it have killed him? Would it have killed him? Is Jesse Lingard playing? I don't know, actually. I don't know the answer to that question. I haven't seen him yet. Doesn't mean he's not playing, but I haven't seen him. Corner comes in. Bergvall goes up for the ball, loses the ball, but the player slips and he wins the ball back. And the K-League team can now bring the ball out. Good pressing from both sides, to be honest. Well played there from the K-League player, but then gives it away. Lingard isn't in the squad, says Levy with a bevy. Big up, thank you. Donnelly plays it out wide to Son. I need to see something from Son. This is better. Son lays it off, ball back into him, and his touch kind of let him down. In all fairness, the pass was fizzed at him a bit too quick. And again, Spurs give the ball away, heart the pitch. This is a theme of how we play. K-League are on the counter-attack. We've got bodies back, but we're on the counter-attack. The ball's laid off, and Emerson Royale did well there, actually, and it bounces off the forward for a goal kick. Again, that's the first real time we've seen that, the counter-attack, after Spurs giving the ball away. It was a poor ball again. I think it was Archie Gray again. Again, yeah, this is going to happen. This is going to happen every game. Every game. Down our wings. They're going to attack because we play with inverted wing backs. Perchy, come on. To be fair, we've only been in negotiations since the 2nd of July. Only Spurs. When fans go, oh, we're going to get Eze. Hang on, here's Son in on the left-hand side. He cuts in. He's trying to lay it off. He has done. And that was atrocious from Papa Sarr. That was really, really poor. Sonny actually with some really good footwork on the edge of the box. He beat the offside trap, brought it down on his chest, cut in on his right, laid it back to Sarr, who just got his position all wrong and sliced his shot really, really wide. Yeah, and what I would say is he had a much better team than Poch had in his first season. So, yeah, I think it was Gray. I think it was. Here is Archie Gray again. Goes back to Ben Davis. We haven't really created a lot here. Is Teddy Sheringham playing? Oh, I wish Teddy Sheringham was playing. What a player Teddy Sheringham was. Absolutely superb footballer. Well done there. Archie Gray's nicked the ball, whipped it in, but it was a poor cross really and safely into the goalkeeper's arms. Yeah, you'd think so. You'd think so. For me, I'd love to see him go out on loan and play every game. If I'm brutally honest, I really like it when young players get a full season in their legs. But we'll see. We've got a lot of games. We don't appear to be buying anybody, so we might need to keep these youngsters. There's the ball into Donnelly. He miscontrols it, wins it back. Luckily, it's fallen on the edge of the box to Porro. His shot saved by the keeper. The rebound saved by the keeper. Fair play to the keeper there. 2 saves he should have made. But Spurs, that was our best opportunity of the game in the 14th minute. I think it was Porro. I'll have another look. Porro, for me, shouldn't be at right back. Porro should be further up the pitch. I think it was Porro with the initial shot. Then the ball came out. They're showing it from behind the goal. I can't see who had the second shot. Maybe Brennan Johnson. Straight at the keeper, and the keeper saved it. And now the K-League side have got the ball in midfield, and they're going to play it across the back. Yeah, he struggled so far in there. Lots of wayward passes, but, going to take time. I mean, this isn't a good K-League team. Let's be brutally honest about this. There's going to be bigger tests to come. Yeah. Ange has been bigging him up as well. Again, between Sarr and Gray, they've lost the ball in midfield again, and the K-League can come forward with it. They slowed it down a little bit. Absolutely. Sort this out. Absolutely. I think Porro's one of our best attackers. I would rather Porro on the right wing and actually get a fullback that's a fullback. That's just me. I didn't actually, Angus. I saw the first 15 minutes of it when it was, what was it, 1-0 to Barcelona. What did it end up? There's only so many hours I can stay up watching football. Yeah, it's been a tough start for Archie Gray here. Again, it's a very fast-paced game, and he's giving the ball away a lot. So when people tell me he's solving our number 6, we need a proper player in there. It ended 2-2. Thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you. Yeah, for me, that's what I would do. I don't know who would like to see that. A proper right back, yeah, and then actually have Porro as the right winger instead of Brennan Johnson. I would love to see that. Daniel, I've never got the fuss with him. I don't know what he's that good at, but our fans seem to love him, so let them have it. Yeah, I saw this. And then fans tell me that Werner and Johnson are good players. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. At the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, but John, just now you said he was the answer to our number 6 problems. Whereas this is more accurate. Yes, this is how he develops, right? This shouldn't be the number 1 defensive midfielder. Surely you see that. Surely if you've got any ambition in your bones. There's the ball played down the line. He's offside there. The K-League striker is offside. But again, Deshaun, he's not a right back either though, mate. This is the problem. He's not a right back. He's out of position in this formation every time. He's not a right back. I agree. I don't think he's a right back. David has said, is the stadium full? They've not panned out. Just quickly, Spurs have got the ball in, laid it off to the edge of the area. And, it's just over the bar. And again, it was Pedro Porro. Again, this guy should be higher up the pitch at all times. Listen, Porro's our best attacking threat in the last couple of games. It was a good ball out by Donnelly, 18 yards out, right on the edge of the box. And there was Porro, whose shot just lifted a couple of yards over the bar. Donnelly is showing some good touches, some good touches. For me, I always think, we've got to judge these players when they're playing against proper opposition. I'm really interested to see what the 11 will be against Leicester City, because I think that will give you more of a clue as to who's going to get minutes or not. But listen, I think he's showing some nice touches. I've been more impressed with him than I have been with Gray and Bergvall and Sarr in this game, if I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, we will. Angus, we will. That's what we do. We did it last year with Basuma. He's better than Rice. Rice is a very good player. Porovic, yeah, absolutely. Johnny Morgan, hope you're well. Johnny, tell these frauds to smash the like button. 141 likes, 325 people in here. The K-League team have the ball on the right-hand side. They're going to go down the right-hand side, are they? No, they come back into the middle, back to the centre half. We're pressing well. Kulu pressing, but the K-League defender did really well there. They've done really well to get out of trouble, and Spurs block it. And they've got the ball back in their own half again. Sure. Right, he is. But Mainu, one, he isn't playing the number 6. And 2, Mainu looks a top player. I'm not watching Archie Graham thinking I'm watching Kobe Mainu. Let's be brutally honest about that. Yeah, let's be brutally honest about that. But by the way, Mainu still needs time to learn and grow as well. Alex, if we were being completely cynical, it does look like that signing of the kid the other day was to take Son's mantle for marketing. The K-League team just having a shot from 25 yards, and it's just gone over the bar. It was never really troubling Vicario. It was rising all the time and out of play. 19 minutes and 16 seconds gone, and it's K-League 0, Tottenham 0. Other than a couple of quick fire chances, there's not really been a lot happening. Would I take Gibbs White? I think Gibbs White is better than a lot of our midfielders. Again, do I think he should be a priority? No, but I think he's better than Jacob Ramsey. Bergvall with a step over and out of play. It's been really difficult for Bergvall and Gray to get into this game. And I think it shows there's a big difference between coming on in a game and starting a game. And Danny Reid. Amen, Danny. Amen. I just can't stand Johnson, and people love him. Yeah, I agree with you. We're not really getting him on the ball. When he has had it, he's struggled to really make an impact. Still early on in the game. Still a lot of time to go. And again, they're young players. So, again, this is why I don't get so hyped about them. And it's a free kick to the K-League team. They tried to play their way out, and it was a foul by Papa Sarr. I've not been impressed with Papa Sarr at all in this pre-season. I wasn't really impressed with him last season. I don't particularly know what he does. Mainu grew up getting regular minutes in the first team, whilst Gray isn't the answer yet to our number 6 platforms of minutes, who soon will be. John, you said he was the answer to our problem. You said he was. Which one is it? Is he the answer or is he not the answer? Come on, let's keep this honest, shall we? Which one is it? Big up to all of you. Please smash that like button. If anyone wants to put any super chats, this is the last day that they go to charity. This is the last day that the super chats go to the Andy's Man Club charity. So we've got 12 hours left of super chats going. So far, we've raised over 3,300 for Andy's Man Club, which is absolutely fantastic. And thank you to you all. The K-League team have got a 3-on-3 here, a 3-on-4. The ball's played out wide. It wasn't the best ball, but the winger's going to recover it. I think this is our new boy, isn't it? He cuts inside, lays it back, poor pass. Was that our new boy? Just giving it away. Here's Bergvall in centre mid. Back to Davis, goes back to Vicario. Ginny, it's not what we do. Yeah, I do think he has been, Nicola. I've never really seen what everyone raves about with him. I don't know. He just looks like a plodding midfielder. I don't know what he does. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen Kulu in this game at all. I haven't noticed him touch the ball. Tarek says, I predict us to finish 7th. At the moment, I think 6th or 7th, depending on what we do for the next 3 weeks. But at the moment, it's not looking great. Hillsy thinks Sar's only good for the last 10 minutes of a game when you're winning and trying to see it out. Well, look, I've not really been impressed with the midfield three today. I know a lot of these youngsters on X and that go fire, and I'm horny for this midfield. It's not really done anything here. They're really struggling to get into it. God, I wish they pan in a bit more, the Spurs play up. Sorry, so if you see me looking that way, that's where the laptop is. Yes, absolutely. Spurs need another centre-half. Absolutely. You cannot go into a season in 4 competitions with 3 recognised centre-halves. You can't do it. It is suicide. I think we'll go for someone very cheap, very cheerful in the last week of the window. Daniel Levy doing what Daniel Levy does. There's a ball flicked over the top. Porro gets to it, flicks it back in, but it's safely into the keeper's arms. Yeah, not really seen Kulu at all. Yeah, when we're saying he's technically sound, I'm not seeing that. I think his control is very wayward and he gives it away a lot. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I don't see that any of the clubs above us would want him in any way, shape or form. The K-League team now have got a 2-on-2. They're away. A 3-on-3, sorry. He's shimmied, taken a shot over the bar, and I think that's our new young lad, isn't it? The number 47. Yang, number 47, shimmied onto his left, took a shot just over the bar. And this is what drives me mad. Call me negative. Go on, call me negative. Ange sits there going, Ange, this is your tactics. How many times do we need to get caught on the break before Ange takes responsibility for these tactics? Don't just sit there going, oh, you do this, Ange. This is your bad tactics again and again and again. And no, half our fan base don't want to take accountability for that. They don't want to. Nice little touch there from Yang. Looks like we're having a water break. Nice little touch from Yang. Got it at his feet. Fizzed the ball over the bar. But a good counter-attack. Again, I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. If I'm playing against Tottenham Hotspurs, I am setting up all week to counter-attack down there, right back and left back. It's atrociously set up. Don't tell me he needs his players. Any players playing with 2 at the back are going to keep getting caught. That's not rocket science, is it? Aaron, I don't know what he's doing. I think he's talking a lot. Agreed, Cello. Agreed. But Yun, do you know what? So I'll come back to that, Louis. Yun, I completely agree with you. There's so many games you watch and go, thank God the other team haven't got more quality. Because they all get into these positions, but whether they can finish it or not. Arsenal, quality, finished us off. Liverpool, quality, finished us off. These clubs will finish us, right? Look, Nicola, if I was the Leicester City manager right now, I'd be literally training on sitting in and breaking. I'd literally be telling, who are the Leicester City wingers? Is it Fatawa and one other? I'd be telling them the whole time. Break. Just break down that wing. It's very obvious. Look, I'm not a fan of players coming back to of players and managers coming back, but I'd rather Ange over this guy. Yes, I would. I don't like this guy's tactics. I don't like them at all. I really don't. Hey, it is what it is. Louis says, Savva, it's worrying. Still says play with no width. How can we create like this? I know. I don't get it. I don't get it. We've got perfect wing backs to get width in this club, and we don't want to do it. That's not me saying we're going to lose this game. We should be winning this game. Again, another poor ball. We've not played well here at all. Emerson Royer now driving forward with a ball. It's gone out wide to the right. And Brennan Johnson again with an awful... He had time. And he just hit the ball against the first defender. Again. Savva, tell Ange if he needs his style of play, let him go for top players who cannot afford to lose the ball at any cost. Yeah, but this is the thing. We didn't. Instead, we went for Archie Gray. We went for 40 million on Archie Gray rather than going to buy a proper midfielder who keeps the ball. Here we go again. Ange considered just a talker in his previous jobs, and the fans' complaints about him were proven wrong. There is a method to his madness. It won't come to fruition in the Premier League, John. No, it won't. He's not had to play Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool. No, he won't. And yes, we will. We will be punished in Europe. This is... John, I know you're Australian, but these are proper leagues, not the Australian League, not the Scottish League. This is the Premier League, one of the best leagues in world football. You cannot do these tactics and win leagues. You can't. Look how easy we are to open up. Mate, I would take them as well. I don't rate our wingers. I would take them as well. I don't think Son's finished. For me, Son is a goal scorer. Now, that's what Son is. I don't think he gives you a lot else. He's a goal scorer. First of all, I think the culture among the fans needs to change. We need to stop praising mediocrity for a start. But we need quality. We need quality more than anything. Here's Jamie Donnelly on the left-hand side. Cuts in on his right. Saved by the keeper. And Spurs have scored. Really poor goalkeeping. Kulusevski was there to tuck it in from about 3 yards. Jamie Donnelly did the hard work. He got his shot away. The keeper parried it. Really bad goalkeeping, if we're going to be honest. And there was Kulusevski from 2 yards out. Not going to miss that. Right place, right time. And Tottenham Hotspur are beating the K-League team 1-0. It is 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. I wouldn't say we deserve it. I wouldn't say we don't deserve it. The ball was played into Donnelly, checked into his right, had a shot. Really poor from the keeper. And then Kulu, first touch, took it away from his body. Second touch, just put it in from, 6 yards out. Yeah, good finish from Kulu. Really poor goalkeeping. Doesn't really matter. We are 1-0 up. Ryan Hannimore said, ball over the top to Vardy, goal incoming in 2 weeks' time. Mate, you know how we're going to concede. You know how we're going to concede week in, week out. It's just whether or not teams are good enough to exploit us. The K-League team now are breaking. Here is it our boy Yang again? He's crossed it and taken away by Jamie Donnelly in the right place at the right time. Jamie Donnelly, for me, is the one player standing out tonight. I've not been impressed with anyone really other than Jamie Donnelly. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Ultras Kenny said, big up Savva, you're one of the real ones. Fed up on all channels that chat rubbish and false positive. It's fine. They'll be wrong again, and then they'll still find a way to come for me. It's absolutely fine. Agreed. Ange's tactics only work when you're the best manager in the league and you have the best 11 in the league. Sadly, he doesn't. Cello, do you know the funny thing is as well? Pep wouldn't even play with two like this. Pep always has one that comes around and covers to a free. Yeah, I agree with you, but, sure. But again, surely Crystal Palace's objections compared to Spurs are very, very different, right? They're very, very different objectives. Yeah, I like this guy. Well, it looks like Gallagher's going to Atletico Madrid. A player our fans said isn't good enough for us, but Atletico Madrid and Simeone want him. Fair enough. Sorry, it's so small, the screen here. They're so far away. Apologies. Listen, I don't really rate our midfield. I take him from that perspective. I don't think he's the world's best. I do see him as an Ange player. I do see him as a box-to-box player with a great engine. And the amount of time our midfielders spend tracking back, But listen, I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go Atletico Madrid. Fair play to him. What a great move that is. I agree. I absolutely know it. No amount of GA is going to convince me this is a good footballer. Absolutely agree. There's the shot, dribbled in, and I think a keeper's having a mare here. Porro had the shot. Really, really poor. Really poor. Agree, Tennessee. From what I've seen, I really like Adam Wharton when he gets on the ball. From what I've seen, I completely agree with you. Guys, girls, please keep smashing the likes. 160. We should be on 200. And please do remember, this is the last day. Here's Emerson Royal trying an overhead kick. And it's a corner kick. Please do remember, this is the last day that any super chats do go into charity. So please, if you haven't and you can, please do. This is the last day that they will go into the charity before I close the charity and the money goes there. Please, Mr. AJ, no talk like this. I've got no problem with Terry, and I wish his channel all the best of luck. I work from home and I can work later. So I'm not bound to a 9 to 5. I will make my work up later. Don't worry about my work. It's fine. I mean, yeah, it's a difference though, Nicola, isn't it? Coming on in the second half of a game. Hang on, his son dribbling through. The shot parried by the keeper. The keeper, I'm going to tell you, is absolutely awful. Yeah, I mean, he got in the right place for the goal. Other than that, I've not noticed him in this game. No, you're not listening. You're not listening, John Kramer. Nowhere did I say I'd sign them. Nowhere did I say I'd sign them. Again, John, you don't listen. God gave you two of these for a reason, or whoever you believe in, right? It's not that Gray came from the Championship. It's that people like you are saying he's the solution to our number 6 already, right? Make it make sense. I've got no problem with players coming from the Championship, but so far that's our biggest signing. It's embarrassing. We say this about everyone, Robert. I look at this squad and then the number of players. Bergvall hits the bar from about 12 yards. He got underneath it. It hit the bar, bounced down. And the K-League All-Stars are a little bit on the rocks here. I think we can really put them to the sword here if we want to. We keep saying this, Robert, but when I look at our squad, I don't see what's better than these two in our squad right now, if I'm brutally honest. I don't think Palace are that stupid, if I'm brutally honest. I don't think they're that stupid. Probably not. Probably not. I don't want to do too many streams. I want to do Tottenham streams, really. Here's Bergvall again. Dinks a ball over the top. And it was a good ball in the end. Was he offside, Brennan Johnson? He was offside, I think. Did the lino give it? I agree, Ash. I don't think he's good enough at holding the ball up there to be a striker. Yeah, he's miles offside, Brennan Johnson. Miles offside. Agreed. Listen, this isn't a good team we're playing. So for me, this is about minutes in the legs. But again, we're playing a poor team. That's where I want to see all the people that have been raving about an Archie Gray. This is where he shows it. He's starting in midfield, and I've been really disappointed, if I'm honest, in what I've seen from him so far. Donnelly, I think, is playing well. Bergvall's doing some good bits, some nice touches. I agree, Jordan. I agree. I think he's been bang average for 2 years. Spurs have won the ball up high. Here's the ball to Son. Sonny. Oh, that's really poor from Son. Tried a little flick. It didn't work, and the K-League All-Stars can break. I just don't know how much they've got. Yeah, for me, I just want to stop shoehorning players in. I want better footballers. The K-League All-Stars now with a chance. A shot from 20 yards, 25 yards even, sorry, and it just fizzed wide. I don't think it was a really troubling Vicario. Let's have a look. Got the ball about 25 yards out, left-footed, and it was just bending wide. I don't know if Vicario touched it. Let's have a look. No, I don't think he did. And it's a goal kick. The K-League Stars, I thought they won the ball back, but they've actually conceded a free kick. Again, I don't know what this guy does, Jeff. I don't know. He'll score a tap-in a minute, and people will go, there you go, Brennan Johnson. Tottenham on the break here. Good ball out wide to Son. Sonny's got space to take his man one-on-one. Beat him. He cuts in on his right. He has a dig, and it's 2-0. Nice and easy. That's what Sonny does. Cut in, right and left-hand side, cuts in on his right foot. The defender backs off. Sonny's going to take advantage of that all day long and whips it into the corner. Really good finish from Son, and that's why he's the best forward at the football club. Really, really good finish from Sonny. Really good break from Spurs. I think it was Donnelly who got the ball out to him in the first place, but we'll go back and have a look at the replay. Oh, let's have a look at the replay. I think it was Donnelly. Spread the ball wide to Son. There you go. Not many touches, actually. 2 or 3 touches. Gets it out. 18 yards. Whips it in. And that is what Son has been doing all his career. And that's what he's going to continue to do. Really good finish from Sonny. Really good play cutting in. The defender didn't really have a chance. The keeper had no chance. Really good goal from Sonny. Agreed, Lee. Agreed. So let's get Sonny on the left and let's get a proper centre forward up top, Lee. Someone that Sonny can play off. Not Kulu, not Valise. Let's get a proper centre forward that Son can play off. And I think we'll be much stronger. I don't think it's rocket science. Good goal. Here come the K-League team down the left-hand side, trying to halve the 2-0 deficit. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a foul on the left-hand side. I agree. I agree with you, Clement. I'm not a fan of his at all. Look, sure. Then put the money where the mouth is, right? Not you, Milo, but put the money where the mouth is. There's many players that we need, but let's put the money into put the money where the mouth is. One second, please. So, K-League 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Tony said, why isn't Johnson playing today? Look. Yeah, I mean, look, somebody said an ageing Sonny is our best forward. Yeah, of course he is, because since Son, we haven't bought a good forward. I know. Very negative of me, Gary, to suggest buying top forwards. Very negative of me, mate. Hope you're doing well out there in the US. Yeah, but the thing is, Ash, we're not. We're talking about a bloke that's gone out, scored a lot of goals in one of Europe's bigger leagues, in one of Europe's top 6-7 leagues. Look, the difficulty we've got here, Ash, is Garcrez would be our best centre forward by a mile. Not just him, so would Tony, right? So would Fulkrog that people laughed at. He's not up against a lot. This is just, I mean, I know which one I'm having. I know which one I'm having. Savva, Wyatt Johnson is a nice guy. That's what matters nowadays, apparently. Yeah, he isn't for me, I'm afraid, as a footballer. All the players I've seen at this club over the years, it's just not for me. Oh yeah, I know, Jonathan David. But this is the bloke that thinks that we're going to win the league. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. Yeah, but again, this is the thing. We've got fans that are saying trust Ange, but then saying Jonathan David's the main man. I mean, if Jonathan David's the number one, if that's the best we can do, a bloke with 1 year left on his contract, and that's 25 million, I do completely worry about where this club is heading. Here's Bergvall. Spurs have got all sorts of space. Bergvall, really poor pass. He's given it away a lot today. And again, this is one of those games that shows why people need patience. Bergvall and Gray have not covered themselves in glory here today for me. Mate, I'm not saying he's not. If Tony is the guy, I've said it all summer. If Tony is your guy, go and get him. This isn't a difficult deal to get done, right? If Tony is your guy, go and get it done. Donnelly slips in down the left, fizzes the ball across the 6-yard box, and absolutely no one there to tuck it in. Yeah, I know. Look, the screen says 2-0. Yeah. I agree. Not for me. I think you'll get your 15 goals. I do. I think you'll get your 15 goals maybe across all competitions. But again, I'll ask the question, Mafoos. People will hate hearing it. What do you want to be? If people want to start praising Jonathan David, don't then tell me that there's a plan and that Spurs are looking to win things. Sorry. Again, look, sure, okay, cool. But then don't tell me that Ange don't tell me that Ange wants to win Premier League titles. Very big difference. Yeah, this would be the worry for me. Look, I mean, first of all, how we spent the Harry Kane money last season was atrocious. In terms of all the forwards that we bought in, was absolutely atrocious. Alex, we just don't really try anything, do we? But what happens is we don't try anything, and then it starts making people talk about Richarlison being better than he is. Oh, well, you know, Richarlison scored a few goals. I want to put it out there to people. There is more to a striker than scoring a few goals. In this system, hold-up play, back to goal, bringing others into the game, aerial threat, pressing, yeah, target man. Yeah, we really need to to stop looking at average players. So again, agreed. Same with the Bale money. Yeah, I get it why Kane had to be sold. I was a fan of it. You've got to sell him if he's saying I want to leave and he's got a year left. You've got to. But they had all summer, and the best they could come up with was Brennan Johnson, Valise, Solomon, Werner. It's a bit poor, isn't it? I like Glasner. I think he's a really good manager. I think he's a very good manager. What people will do now is they'll go, oh, we finished above Palace and you think Glasner's a good manager. Glasner's a very good manager at a lot of a smaller club. All right? Big up to absolutely everyone inside. Come on, we should have 200 likes, only 173, and not one single super chat to go to charities. The last day that the super chats go to charity, people. The last day. Come on. What's wrong with you? And big up to Tony, who did give 5 TV memberships. Really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Richard has said, I debated Jacob. If we are winning, be happy. When we lose, be upset. That is what this used to be. I just think that lots of people always say to me, oh, be happy, we won. And sure, but most of the times games we should be winning. Great goal, lovely goal, Sonny, really good goal that. Very nice goal. Ran through them at ease. and it's Tottenham Hotspur 3-0. And somebody in this chat earlier said these are absolutely rubbish. We should win 5-0. Doesn't look far off. Yeah, Sonny cut through them at will there. And Sonny looked very sharp for the goal. Looked very sharp there. 1-2 with Kulu. Did he nuts the defender? Let's have a look. 1-2. Kulu, lovely ball back in. Nuts, lovely. Nuts the player. And Sonny through on goal. Let's be fair. Sonny, now put 2 top players with Sonny in that forward line. What could we achieve? People who call me negative. What could we achieve? Give Sonny 2 top players with him up front. What could we achieve? Just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. And it looks like it's half time. It's K-League 0, Tottenham Hotspur 3. Is it half time? Sorry, I thought someone was clapping off. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's blown a whistle for half time. Let me just stop the timer. Bear with me 1 second, people. Let's get that to 0. Let's get that to 45. Oh. There we go. That should say K-League 0, Tottenham Hotspur 3. Decisive finishing in the end. Goals in the last 10 minutes and a half. It's been comfortable, right? There's been some counter-attacks from the K-League team. I would expect there to be a lot more goals in this second half. And hopefully we get into the mood, because next week we are playing Bayern Munich. And then the week after we are playing Bayern Munich. So let's hope that we get that done. Hang on, who's this? Hang on, who is this? Hang on, what's going on here? What's going on here? Sorry, someone's messaged me, I think, pretending to be someone else. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I just want to double check. I think someone's trying to play silly buggers with me. Don't know what's happening here. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I know what it is. Yeah. 3-0 up. Nice and easy. Look, they're not the greatest team, but lovely to see. For me, let's look at some positives. Jamie Donnelly, I think, has done some really good stuff. I'll be honest, I don't really know where Jamie Donnelly is playing, but wherever he's popped up, he's had some good touches, some good passes. He's linked up play well, and he's been the most impressive of all the young players for me. Sonny, 2 great finishes. I would say it impresses me, but we've seen Sonny do this his whole career. That, for me, is where Sonny's at his best, through on goal. No one's going to tell me otherwise. That's where Sonny's best, through on goal. If it's from the left and cutting in, absolutely fine, but that's where he's best. Other than that, the midfield 3, I think we've actually struggled quite a bit in the midfield 3. A lot of giving the ball away. Porro's got forward really well. Jamie Donnelly has. Sonny's played well. Kulu took his goal well. Set up Son's goal well. Really positive signs there. Brennan Johnson might as well be sitting with me and you over here. But yeah, hey, it is what it is. Kulu does all those things. No, sorry, we're not going to start doing this now where we don't need a striker because we want Kulu to be the striker. Again, let's get some ambition. What are my thoughts on Victor Roque? Seen him play a few times, not enough that I could sit here and give a real formed opinion. I wouldn't want him at Spurs. I think we need a better quality at this stage. He could grow to be that, but for me, no. Bergvall looked a bit tired today. Yeah, he has looked a bit tired. Again, same thing I'll always say, Liston. They're 18-year-old kids, right? I don't expect them every game to be brilliant. And this is the problem with the people that are hyping them up ridiculously. It's tough because they're going to have games where they don't play well. They're kids, right? We have senior pros that don't play well. Guys, girls, smash that like button. Come, what are we doing? Only 191 likes. 1 super chat. Now, the only reason I don't normally ask for super chats, and I'm not asking for them, but I'm saying this is the last day that the super chats go in. Yeah, this is the last day that super chats go in to go into charity. So they're going to Andy's Man Club. So big up to Aaron J, who's put in a super chat there. This will go to charity. This is the last day. The cutoff is midnight tonight. So big up to anyone that does put in for the last push. Really appreciate that, Aaron. I know we've had our differences, but good to see we're still YouTube friends, right? Good on you, man. Good on you. Don Lee is doing well. We'll get ambition, not ambition. Yeah. What's R11 in the game and who's on the bench? Gosh, R11 is Vicario. There's about 20 players on the bench. Vicario, Porro, Royale, Davis, Donnelly, Bergval, Sarr, and Gray with Johnson, Kulu, and Sonny, who's got 2 goals. He does, but for me, I don't want him as our centre forwards. I want a proper centre forward. I want a proper centre forward for me. I'm not going to just, for me, Kulu's had 2 average years would be the best way of saying it. I want a proper centre forward that takes us to that next level. I don't want to see it. I'm not a fan of this. I think I see that when people talk about could Romero be a number 6. Let's buy what we need rather than start shuffling people out of position for me. Tell he's not going anywhere. Tell's not going anywhere from Bayern. You know, he's going to play understudy to Kane and get minutes. But any thoughts on our new Korean signing? He had some nice touches. He had that one opportunity. Difficult, right? Because the team he's playing in aren't very good. So they're not going to get a lot of opportunities. But he's done a couple of really nice things that show. Daniel G. Again. So what Daniel G is saying, right, is we had a conversation yesterday, again, context. And what somebody said to me was, for context, Savva, please explain why you rate Fulkrog over Gyökeres or Tony. This is an awful tape. Now, what I actually said was, and this is why don't listen to everyone that just comes on here and lies like Daniel G. What I actually said was, I was jealous that West Ham was trying to sign Fulkrog. I think he would be really good in our team. Centre forward, holds the ball up well, target man, good in the air. We'll get you 15, 16 goals a season. But more importantly, we'll bring Sonny, Johnson, Werner and Maddison into the game, right? Then he said, but he's not as good as Gyökeres or Tony. And I said, okay, but if we're going to look at that, Tony's had 1 good Premier League year and Gyökeres has had 1 good year in Portugal. So for me, when we're saying who's better than who, they've all had relatively the same, if I'm going to be honest. I like Fulkrog. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's the be-all and end-all. And unfortunately, when you say you like a player, people then take it that you think that player is the best player in the world. Not at all. I just think that there's no way, if West Ham get Fulkrog, there's no way that West Ham should have a better forward line than Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know what is wrong with saying that. All day, every day, I would take Leroy Sané. All day, every day. Why would... Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Sebastian, you're better than Brennan Johnson, and I've never seen you play. Sure. But you know what? Whenever I watched Dortmund in the Champions League last year, whenever I watch Germany, Fulkrog does some very good things as an old school centre forward. Yeah? No. Oh my God. I was. You're not listening. I've said go and get Gyökeres, right? But what I'm saying is Gyökeres is going to be about 70, 80 million. Will Spurs do that? No. Right? Will they do that? No. What I'm saying is if West Ham end this summer with a better centre forward than Tottenham Hotspur, that is embarrassing. Please, can we use context? Right? Why would you sign Fulkrog? Look what he did at the Euros. I thought he was excellent when he came on for Germany in every game. I thought he was brilliant. Added a whole new dimension to their game. I give up. No, yeah, you're right. No one's good enough. No one. Let's stick with Richie. We'll stick with Richie. Yeah, Fulkrog's not as good as Richie. We'll stick with Richie. Sure, fine. We'll do it. We have what we deserve. Phil said, "Oh yeah, 100%. We need a striker who scores. Kulu's a different player." I agree. Evan Ferguson, for me, not ever done anything. I think Evan Ferguson's another young player. Everyone started to big up massively. Hasn't really done a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It really, really does with Sané. Richard has said Savva Graz predicted to start over Basuma versus Leicester. Sure. I don't think either of them are right for that position at the moment, if I'm honest. For me, again, we should have a proper defensive midfielder coming into the club. That's what we should have. But we all know that Tottenham Hotspur aren't going to do that. John, stop trolling. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Ange opted to spend 50 million of the Kane money because he wanted the versatile striker. That signing is on Ange for me. I completely agree. He bought in Brennan Johnson. That's on him. That's on him. I don't think so. Whenever I've watched Fulkrog through the last 3-4 years, I've always thought he does a great job holding the ball up. Sometimes it's not just about does he get 30 goals. I think we need a forward that can link play up. So that's what I said. Lukaku would have been a good option. Can bring others into the game. Can bully centre-backs. We don't have that type. I'm not saying go and buy Fulkrog per se. What I'm saying is if West Ham end up with a better striker than we do at the end of the summer, that's embarrassing. Daniel G says, I'm sorry, but Fulkrog is 32. He's not. And he has never scored over 10 goals in a season, apart from twice. Do you know why I can't take you seriously, Daniel? He has never scored over 10 goals in a season, apart from twice. That sentence is a complete oxymoron. It makes no sense. Look up the word oxymoron. Gokeres has 55 goal assists in one season. Sure, go and get Gokeres. Daniel, let me ask you a question. Yeah? Let me ask you a question. Will Spurs pay £70 million for Gokeres? There's your answer. There's your answer. Right? Will we pay that much money? And I just want to check something just because I feel like you're making a stat up there. Let's have a look. And again, this stat here of Tony has 3 Premier League seasons scoring 15 plus. No, Tony doesn't have 3 Premier League seasons scoring 15 plus. Tony has 1 Premier League season of scoring 15 plus. So let's not lie. Yeah? Let's not lie. I think people are completely missing the point of what I'm saying. I think people are completely missing what I'm saying. Again, you've got what you deserve, Daniel. You've got what you deserve. I've never said don't get Gokeres or Tony. I've never said that. If you want them, go and get them. Why haven't we? Why haven't we? If you go and get Gokeres, if you go and get Tony, fine, brilliant. I'm not saying we shouldn't. You're not listening to what we're saying. It's really difficult when I'm speaking to idiots. Sorry, no offense, but this is really difficult when I've got someone who's lying. Straight away, the first sentence is a lie and the last sentence is a lie. I don't know how I deal with an idiot like that, people. I've just proved him wrong. Me too. Me too. Absolutely me too. You're completely ignoring can't press which is needed for an system. Jesus Christ. You're not listening to what I'm saying. No, Kevin, because if you watch me throughout the Euros, I said I really like Fulkrog whenever he comes on for Germany. So again, don't tell me what I think. I hate this when people do this. I absolutely hate this. Mate, I would take Lukaku over any centre forward at Tottenham Hotspur right now. That surely can't be a debate. I'm not saying we're going to get him. I'm not saying go and bid for him. But if you turn around and said to me, do you want Richarlison up front or Lukaku? I know who I want up front, and it's not Richarlison. Yeah? Jazz Fusion, Spurs aren't going to pay that money, right? I think we agree. We aren't going to pay that money. Mate, I'd love Spurs to go and sign Alexander Isak. We're not going to pay that money. I'd love Spurs to go and buy a Gokeres. We're not going to pay that money. If we do, brilliant. We're showing some ambition. But what everyone does is we look at everyone else, right? We look at everyone else that's trying to sign better players than what we've got, and we find a way to belittle it. It's so weird. It's so weird. Right? It's so weird. That Zakir, thank you. This is what I'm saying. If I don't disagree with these people, go and get Gokeres. This is really basic stuff. Go and get him. I'm not disagreeing with you. Right? But we won't do it. We won't do it. Will we? You were complaining about why Spurs have not signed Gokeres or Tony, which is down to the ownership and league's ambition, but then go after Ange, want him out when he's doing the best he can. Daniel, I'm going to block you. You're an absolute moron. I blame everyone. Listen to what I say. I blame Ange for signing people like Timo Werner. I blame Ange for his tactics. I hate Daniel Levy for what he's done to this football club. I hate the fact that he's duped so many fans into thinking that we're well run, right? I blame the scouts. I blame the director of football. I am not purely blaming Ange. Grow up. I'd love a troll like you to come on and have the chat with me. Because first of all, everyone just saw from your first message you lied. Ivan Toney's got 15 years plus. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's got one. So again, one good season and everyone's losing their mind about him, right? Füllkrug just played brilliantly for Germany in the Euros. He was brilliant for Dortmund last year as they got all the way to the Champions League final. But that's not good. But Ivan Toney's had one good year in the Premier League. That is good. You've got to make it make sense. Why can't it be that they're both good forwards? Why does it have to be one over the other? Yeah, John, I know, but it's madness. Both. Frankie, if we had anything about us, both. If we had anything about us, both. We'd have Eze and Gyökeres and Son. Right? If we had anything about us, if we had any ambition at all. Right? Sounds about right, Melvin. Sounds about right. Savva, I don't understand. Do you think Spurs can get Pep as manager? I mean, first of all, again, Faisal, I'll call you the same. I've never said this at all. Again, people, again, please don't listen to lies. Right? Do you think Spurs can get Pep? I don't think I've ever said that. You complained with Conte's negative tactics, sure. Now complaining with Ange being gung-ho, sure. Faisal, use your tiny little brain. You don't have to be negative or gung-ho. There is a real difference in the middle. You think Spurs are Man City? No, I don't. What is happening? Fans like Faisal don't deserve shit. Sorry. Fans like Faisal don't deserve shit. Sure, go on then. Who? Milo, who? Tell me, Milo, who we're aiming for better. That's all I'm asking you. That's all I'm asking you. I don't disagree that we should be aiming higher, but when you're saying we can aim higher, who? Show me the evidence that we've aimed higher. Because since Kane's gone, we've gone for Timo Werner, Brennan Johnson, Valise, and Solomon. So we can aim higher than Füllkrug, sure. Show me the evidence. There's no evidence. Milo, I ask you to come on every time and talk to me. Every time you shit your bed. Every single time. Right? I just don't know what fans are expecting here. Right? I've got to block this John Kramer, David. Sorry, he's just an idiot. He's just another one of those idiots who doesn't really support Spurs. I can't deal with it. Absolutely madness. So it looks like James Maddison has come on for Bergvall. I think from what I can see, it looks like James Maddison come on for Bergvall. Honestly, this fan base winds me up. They say things that I've not said. They lie about what I've said. Then go on to other channels and tell them those lies. It's madness. I was saying if Füllkrug was an option and we're not going to buy a Tony, why wouldn't we go for it? And that descends into, he's your number one target. You think he's... Oh, my God. It's unbelievably difficult with this fan base. No, Richarlison doesn't look great for Brazil. Milo, I'm going to block you unless you come on and talk, right? Because these are lies again. I'm not judging Füllkrug off €1. Füllkrug has been a pro footballer for many years. Use your brain. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how dumb some of our fan base are. I just can't get it. No, Faisal, go away. Go away. You can't just tell me I think Spurs are Man City and do I think we should be getting Pep Guardiola? Because you've just lied to everyone, then say, oh, all right, so the answer is balance. Of course the answer is balance. You can't leave your defence as exposed as we do. It's obvious. Honestly, Chris, the fans, 90% of this fan base, they have exactly what they deserve. Agreed. Acid Twin, agreed. Richarlison isn't good for Brazil whenever I watch him. Anyway, so Vicario, Sarr and Bergvall have gone off. Austin, Maddison and Skip have come on. So so Skip in the midfield for Sarr, Maddison in the midfield for Bergvall and Austin on for Vicario. Mate, Paul, you can sell schools out. I just can't look at these stupid. Look, I just can't deal with idiots. Yeah, Nige, please give me some sanity over these absolute stupid trolls. And you know what? I'm open with it. I always say to you, don't I, Nige? Half these fans, right? Half these fans deserve what they get. Savva, stop complaining and fighting with everyone. You're the only YouTuber who is so negative. All the other Spurs commentators are nothing like you. Then F off. I don't need you. F off. Listen, I'm one of the only Spurs YouTubers that reads out most comments. Yeah? Look at this. Look at this. This is not what I said at all, Faisal. This is not what... Again, guys, can everyone just acknowledge, yeah? Can everyone just acknowledge that this is another lie? Savva wants a random manager to play balanced football, not too attacking or too... I never said not too attacking. Win trophies, forgetting they work for... Can everyone just acknowledge before I block this guy that this is an absolute lie and I didn't say any of this at all? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Right, Milo's getting blocked. What an absolute idiot that bloke is. Oh, wow. Anyway. So, Tottenham now on the attack. Here is... Who was that giving the ball away? Is that James Maddison? Can't see. Panning. I think that might have been James Maddison. Yeah, Robert, I've started to block them. It's getting stupid. Me? Thanks. Yeah, it's just getting stupid. You know, so many fans, just everything you say. I come on screen and I say what I think and I don't mix my words. And they still lie. They still lie about what I say. Look at this. Look at this absolute tool. These people, their parents have done an absolutely terrible job, yeah, of bringing them up. People like this and this are a waste of oxygen. Sorry, you're a waste of oxygen. See you later. Let's get rid of these people. Absolute idiots. Absolute idiots. What is going on? I don't know how many seasons in a row as well that I have to be right about this club before I stop getting called negative. I just don't get it. It baffles me. Someone has so much time to come to somebody's stream every day and just troll them. It's madness. Absolutely madness. But you've just lied about me about 5 times, Faisal. You just lied about me about 5 times. So either come on and have a chat with me or be blocked. I won't have you just sitting there lying about what I've said. Yeah? Sorry, what have I lied about? What have I lied about? Swanix, come on and tell me what I've lied about. As Emerson Royal hits the bar from a corner. Right? Tell me what I've lied about, Swanix. You're another one who lies. Look, tell me what I've lied about. And where are my mods? Yeah, where are my mods? Swanix, come on and tell me what I've lied about. I bet you won't. Offside. A goal scored by the K-League team, but offside. Daniel, jump on then. Jump on and tell me, and then you can tell everyone how you lied about what I actually said. Swanix, you want the link? You want the link? Sure. You've got to have your camera on, and then you can tell the world what I lied about. You can tell the world what I lied about. Lie is a very strong word, so misconstrued or lied. You tell me what it is. There's the link. This link is going to be for... This link is going to be, right? This is going to be for Swanx, who's a liar, and I'm going to tell him to his face, right? And also, we'll see this Daniel G, who's lied about me as well. Good move by Spurs. Ball pulled back, cleared off the line by the K-League defender. I'm absolutely I'm absolutely shocked at how some of our fans go on. Absolutely shocked. James Maddison, lovely little turn. Holds onto the ball well. Lays it off to Gray, who gives the ball away again. Luckily won back by Kulu. And now Kulu out-strengthened off the ball. The K-League team are away. It's 3-on-2. What have they got? The shot driven low. Austin has had a mare. And the K-League team have scored again. Spurs have been hit on the break yet again. Spurs given the ball away. Started with Kulusevski. Then it was Kulusevski giving it away. And the crossing. Austin, poor goalie, poor goalkeeping. And the K-League team scored. That is how you score past Tottenham Hotspur. Swanex, come on, Em. What did I lie about?
I don't really care about everybody else. My point was that on your last stream that we were talking, you made this claim that I rate all these players. I never ever once said that. So for you to say that is a lie. But my point is that sometimes I think you're arguing with so many people, you don't actually read what I'm saying or somebody else is saying, and you're assuming because some people might feel some sort of way about something, and you assume everybody's feeling that or believing that. I've never once said Brennan Johnson is a great player. I've never once said that I rate him. My whole argument about Brennan Johnson is that I think it's too early to judge him after one season. And that is purely based on the fact that when Kulu came, everybody was ranting about how great Kulu was. People were talking about Kulu's better than Saka. And everyone believed that hype. That was for 6 months. And then after that, he's been rubbish. So my point is, for me, having seen that, I don't want to do that, judging a player after less than a year that he's rubbish or he's great, and then later be thinking, hang on, this is not the same player I saw. So that's my whole point.
1 second, Spurs K-League team on the attack. Little turn. He's played in the player on the right-hand side. We're in trouble here again. Ball across. Diving header. 3-2. 3-2. Spurs are collapsing and right in front of us. Right in front of us. Hang on. I'm going to bet. I'll come back to you 1 second, Swanex.
No problems. No problems.
For one reason or another, my feed is really far behind. So please bear with me. Let me refresh that. Okay, I think we've got it there, but I can't tell if it's in time or not. I think I'm a little bit behind. But that's okay. That's all right. Look, but my problem, Swanex, is this, is I don't need to see Brennan Johnson have a year for Spurs to tell me he's crap. I watched him play for Nottingham Forest and Wales. That told me he was crap. I didn't need to see him sign for Spurs. We weren't signing some up-and-coming really good footballer with really good footwork that bamboozled fullbacks, right? We were signing a very average player who's quick, not good with his crossing, not good on the ball, doesn't really have any skill, doesn't score many goals. So why do I need to give him another year when I've seen him play for 3 or 4 years?
I'm not saying you personally have to give him, but I'm saying you have to understand when other people say, you know what? The jury's out on him for them personally. So for me personally, I'm happy to see Brennan for another year, and then I'll make my decision whether I think he's right for the club or he should be sold. That is my only opinion, and that's what my opinion is. But It seems like when people say that, it's almost like, oh, you don't know football. What are you talking about? And I think...
Again, what do we want to be? What do we want to... This is the thing, right? Do you know, the funny thing is, I'm told all the time, Savva, you're negative. Because I want...
I never said that.
Right,
I've never said that. No, I'm just saying. I've never said that.
I'm told all the time, you're negative. You're negative. You're negative. I turn around and go, right, Brennan Johnson at 50 million, that's not showing ambition. Then I get loads of fan base going, give him time. He's only had 1 year. What is anyone watching in Brennan Johnson that makes them go, this boy's going to really kick on? Look at him tonight. He is dreadful. He is dreadful against a really poor team, right? He hasn't beaten his fullback once. He hasn't got one cross into the box. His shooting is abysmal. But we have fans then that think I'm negative for saying I want better than Brennan Johnson. So when fans are going, give him time, Swanix, how many years do we have to watch these poor players, right? Do you know players I've heard this about? Richarlison, give him time. Sissoko, give him time. Aurier, Royale, Dyer, Davis, Roden, Harry Winks, Ollie Skip, Bergvine, blah, blah, blah. Give them time. Lo Celso, Ndombele, give them time. Give them time. You can see if a player's good or not. You don't need to give them years and years and years.
No, you don't. I'm not saying give them years. Again, I'm just saying, for me, I think 2 years is enough time. I mean, not everybody comes into a club and hits the ground running first season. That's a fact.
Sure, but obviously, when's he ever hit the ground running at any club?
Well, like you say, he was at Nottingham Forest, who were in the Championship not too long ago. Right. So this is his first step up to a I say big club, but you know what I mean, a big club. He's gonna have to take his time to find his feet and see if he can fit what we want as a player. So I'm of the belief
when he finds his feet, is all of a sudden when he finds his feet, is he suddenly going to be technically better? Is his passing going to be better? Is his ability to beat a man going to be better? Because what we're doing here is we're conflating two things. Yeah. We're conflating somebody who's in their first year and they're not very good versus somebody who we've seen do all these things before and isn't doing it at the moment. So, for example, if we went and bought, let's use a player like Matoma. If we went and bought Matoma, we've seen Matoma do brilliant things for Brighton. So in his first year, if he doesn't do brilliantly, we go, sure, he needs to find his feet. We know what he can do. I've been watching Brennan Johnson for years. I don't know what anyone sees in him, and this club think he's £50 million. He's an international footballer. He plays for Wales. He played for Forest, and Brennan Johnson's good for Forest because they put 10 men behind the ball and they just let him have the entire pitch to run him behind. Spurs are saying to him, right, now show us what you are as a footballer because we're the ones on the front foot. Right? But this is the thing. Give him a year. He's only had a year. Sure, we can keep doing that, but don't then tell me not you. People can't then tell me I'm the negative one. People then can't tell me that I'm the one that doesn't want better for this club when they're praising Richarlison, Brennan Johnson. You know, when we're now Archie Gray's the second coming. Like, what are we doing, Swanix? Where's the ambition?
Yeah, this whole Archie Gray and Bergvall thing, I'm not really hearing their generational stuff. I'm not hearing it at all, to be fair. They're young. I want to give them time because they are young. But I think when people say generational, I think if you want to look at a generational talent, I'm looking at players like Yamal. We don't have a player like that. So I'm not hearing anything about this Archie Gray and Bergvall stuff from other fans. Yeah, it's well over the top. Well over the top. But I feel like the team that Andrew's trying to build is the team that is not going to challenge for the league, but it should try to be. I think it's like the players we're getting are not players that Man City or Arsenal or Liverpool would get, but I think we're trying to go for players that are better than us, but not as good enough for those teams. So we're trying to build a team that sort of can bridge the gap, but it's not going to challenge. Let's be honest, and that's where I think we're at. That's what. But
then I completely disagree. If you want to do that, if you want to bridge the gap but not challenge, are the signings we're making doing that? If you look at our last 10 signings at this football club, most of them are met. So again, where's that evidence that they're all right? They're not top level, but they're the next level down to help us close the gap because they're not. They're not helping us close the gap. We finished 25 points behind Man City and 23 points behind Arsenal. 23 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah, I was looking at the table the other day, and it's like, yeah, we're letting 61 goals. But when I was looking at it as well, it's like we're letting the same amount of goals as teams like Aston Villa. I think Newcastle, who allegedly have quite a good defense, they let in I think 2 more goals than we did. So I'm not a manager. I don't know. I don't have the answer to everything. But I feel.
First of all, I'm not an Aston Villa fan, right?
No, I know you're not. But I'm just saying we look at them and say.
But the difference is, Swanix, this is so. Let me talk you through the life of being a Spurs fan, right? and you know this, you see this every day. Aston Villa are rubbish. None of their back four are any good. None of their players get into our 11. We're going to finish miles above them. Aston Villa then play the season, right? Aston Villa play the season, play 17 more games of football than we do because they're in Europe and further in the cups, right? With worse defenders and have the same defensive goals conceded as us. But I'm told Romero, Van der Ven, Porro, Adogi, best back four we've had in years, conceded 61 goals. Then you say, not you, just the Royal. Then you say, oh, it's the tactics. Sure. But then we hear, but the manager's brilliant. We know what he's doing. Which one is it? Are the defenders brilliant? Are the tactics brilliant? What's going on? Our forwards are great, everyone thinks. Our midfielders are great. Our defenders are great. The manager's great. Why are we 25 points off it? Why are we conceding 61 goals? Why did we lose 12 games in the season if all these things are true?
I mean, there's numerous reasons. I mean, obviously the back four we've got, it looks like it should be a good back four. I mean, it looks like it should be, but obviously when you're letting in 61 goals, you're looking at it thinking that don't make no sense because, like you say, Romero is. I think he's a good defender, a very good defender. He's proven that even by last season, by not getting booked as much, it shows that when he wants to switch it on, he can. Van der Ven, good, looking like a good player. Porro, let's just be like when he first came in, everybody was hating on him, and then all of a sudden now he's had one season, and now everybody's thinking he's one of the best right backs. Udogie, yeah, still young. So yeah, it's like obviously fans, we haven't won nothing. So obviously any sort of player that comes in, we're going to try and overhype it because we've got nothing else to celebrate, innit? But we look at.
That's the point, right?
Yeah.
So because I'm not one of those fans that celebrates mediocrity, right? Look what gets leveled at me. Look at the crap I've got from people like this, right? First of all, the boy gives it the big and fair play to you, Swanex. We might disagree. You come on, you say it. Fair play, right? I've got twats like this. Get me on. I'll school you. He's got the link. Where is he? Johnson is quality. This is the thing. If we've got fans, if we've got fans that truly believe that Brennan Johnson is quality, how can we debate with fans like that, Swanex? How can we possibly want to be taken seriously as a club? None of the big clubs want Brennan Johnson. None of them. He doesn't get anywhere near these clubs. He doesn't get near Newcastle. He doesn't get near Villa. He probably doesn't get near Brighton. Where does he get?
Well, again, I mean, my thing with Brennan Johnson, is that his assist record was up there with, he was like what, in joint third. So he's assisting. He's doing what some of the best in the league are doing. I feel like the thing that lets him down is I feel like he's one of them players that if he thinks too much about the shot in that moment, he doesn't. I think he's more better as an instinctive player because he's got quite a lot of shots at goal, but he misses quite a lot. So if you can sort out that reason why he's not putting them goals in the back of the net, then I think we'll start to see a different Brennan Johnson. But I don't think he's playing with much confidence. I think obviously
if he can sort that out, that's never ever been his game, and his shooting isn't very good. That's the problem. We're hoping that players are better at things than they actually are. Look,
well, we're hoping players get better.
I don't ever do and I will ask you to leave in a second, not in a horrible way.
Yeah, no problem.
Right, but with what I will always do is stand by my convictions. I was very clear all of last summer. I do not want Brennan Johnson. He is not good. I do not want him. I don't think he uplifts this team in any way, shape, or form. He can't beat his man. He was the fourth worst in the Premier League last season at successful take-ons for a reason, because he's not a good footballer. But yeah, he lays some balls back across the 6-yard box for tap-ins, and we go, oh, he's brilliant. When we play the better teams, none of the better defenders are scared about playing this boy in any way, shape, or form. And that's what we've become. But our fans have become, give it to, everything is down the line. We'll give it another year with Johnson. We'll give it Ange 5 years. In 5 years, Mikey Moore will be the best footballer that's ever lived. In 5 years, Bergvall will be a Ballon d'Or. Do you know what I mean? It's always in 5 years, in 5 years, in 5 years. I'm 40. How many more 5 years have we got?
No, I agree. But before I just go, let me just say one more thing.
Yeah.
Don't let the people turn you into something you're not, because when they're saying to you all these insults and you're throwing these insults back, you're better than that, Savva, man. Don't if you want to have a debate with somebody, that's fine, but don't let it get too personal when you start telling them, you've got a tiny brain or whatever. Just your football knowledge is not at the level that I would have a conversation with somebody. Don't let them get to you, because you don't want to start being as well. You've insulted them, they're insulting you. They want to. You know what people are like behind the keyboards. You're showing your face. They're not.
No, I agree with you. Listen, I appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Cheers, brother. Take care.
Cheers. Right, take care. Bye.
In that time, Lancashire has just scored. The ball pulled back across goal, and Lancashire has scored. Nice goal. Let's have a look at it again. So went down the line, pulled it back, and there was Will Lancashire, 4 yards out, couldn't miss. Good finish. And it was Timo Werner who pulled the ball back. Good to see Lancashire scoring. Going to be very interesting to see. Does this boy get game time? Does he go out on loan? Right? Does he go out on loan? Does he get game time? Let me know in the chat. And Raf, please shut up. You asked to come on. You bottled it. So please go away. Right? Go away. You bottled it. All right? Alf, it is what it is. Raf, one more comment. If you don't appear on my screen, you're being blocked for good. One more comment. There we go. And he's gone. Trolls be trolling. So 4-2. So we started to collapse in the first half. And in the second half, we've got a goal back. 4-2. Will Lancashire with a goal. Werner with the cross. Yeah. It is what it is. Sorry, people. I just get so frustrated when people lie about me. All right. I just get very frustrated. Oh, Shreyas, I've got them all saved up. I get it. Shiraz just said Morata would have been good for us. Linked up well with Nico, Yamal and Griezmann. Scored 20 last year. Presses superbly. I would have taken Morata. Yeah. Let's be brutally honest, Shreyas. Let's be brutally honest. We've got Richarlison up front. I would take most of these strikers above him. So big up to you. Really appreciate it. Just trying to see if there's any news. Sorry, Romano posted some things, but it wasn't about Spurs. Big up to you, Strasbury. Appreciate that. That does go to charity. Tony has just said, absolutely, Johnson is shit. End of discussion. Absolutely. Big up to you. Really appreciate that, Tony. Smash that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't. We're trying to get back to the 13K. We're only about 150 away from that happening. So please do. Yeah. Well, if it's how we score, it's how we score. Still embarrassing to concede. Look, they were poor goals, but they're the goals we concede. They're the goals we concede. Good goal though, back from Lancashire. Yeah, listen, I've got no problem with Swanex. That's why I knew if I said for him to come on, he would. But hey, it is what it is. Mafuza said, I'd loan Lancashire out to a Championship or League One club so he can get more game time. Listen, I think if we're not going to give him guaranteed minutes, get him to a Championship club, let the boy get 15, 20 goals a season. That's what I would say. I'd really like that. But what I don't want to see is what we did with Scarlett, right? Where Dane Scarlett has gone out on loan and not played. Here we are again. And just fizzed wide this time by Will Lancashire again. Yeah, look, he's doing the right things, the boy. He's getting in front of goal. But listen, will we see him in the Premier League? Will we see him in the Premier League? We'll see. I don't understand your hate for Ange. You think we are Man City. Fulcrog never played top flight football before 28. You want him so bad? Don't want him so badly, no. I don't hate Ange, no. I don't think we're Man City. So, Victor, thanks for that. Can I ask everybody, why is whenever you want better for your club, why is the first thing people say, Savva thinks we're Man City? Why? Why do I think we're Man City? Not everyone has to be Man City. Here's a shot from the edge of the box, deflected over the bar for a corner kick. And this time it was George Abbott coming forward. It was George Abbott. Yusuf has said, why are Spurs playing these tin pot teams? Can't you play against the West Ham or Saturn to test yourselves? Well, we've got Bayern Munich twice. We've got Bayern Munich twice in the next 2 weeks. And here comes Radu Dragashin coming on for Emerson Royal. Hopefully that's the last we ever see of Emerson Royal in a Spurs shirt. Dreadful, dreadful footballer. Charlie Moondog said we got like 100 million plus to spend. Go for some big players. Sure. Been waiting for that for years and years and years and years. And it never, ever seems to happen. Don't forget, guys, this stream is the last stream where all the super chats do go to charity. After that, they will not. So please do, if you can. And please smash the like button and subscribe. We've got 250 likes. We should have 300. Smash that button. Spurs now starting to carve their way through the K-League defence. James Maddison, who's now got the captain's armband. Phil has said, I really like Lancashire. He's got something about him. I would throw him in the deep end and play him up top if we don't get a striker. Phil, I don't want to throw him in at the deep end, if I'm brutally honest. For me, again, that would show that Levy hasn't shown any ambition at this football club. If he starts as our striker, it would show we've got no ambition. I want to see him start playing games. I'm not going to lie, but I don't think he should be the main man yet for me. Yeah, I agree. Let him go out. Let him make a name for himself. Good ball. Pull back. And the K-League team can clear it. They're lacking in quality, should we say, the opposition today. Dragashin, sorry, is on. Yeah, I know, Royal, 72 minutes. 72 minutes. We were once at Robert, bang on. We were once ahead of Man City. We didn't bother. Absolutely, we didn't bother. Maddison a ghost again. I think he just had a lovely. He's just done some lovely moves there, threading people in. I'm not sure what this is about. I think he just done some lovely footwork there to play a player in. Oh my God! Look again. I think he's R9. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yes. Fulkrog is like R9, the greatest striker that ever played the game of football. Yes, he is. Jesus Christ. It is madness how dumb these people are, isn't it? Absolutely madness. Here comes the K-League team going forward. He's gone all the way over to the play. He's taken a shot blocked by Jed Spence and cleared. Look, again, this is why, one and only, this is why I don't go mad about these people. Because I heard this. Just play Parrott. There's something about him. Just play Scarlett. There's something about him. Now it's just play Lancashire. There's something about him. We keep doing it. One of them at some point will come good, right? Good save that Tom Austin. And the follow-up over the bar should have been 4-3. Spurs are looking for a flag that didn't come. Good save. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on with the short corner. Again, Spurs undone with one ball over the top. Worrying. The save was straight at him, but a good save. And then the follow-up. Oh my God, they've got a ref cam or something. Wow, they've got the ref is wearing a camera and they just showed what's happening. Wow. And it's a corner kick to Tottenham down the other end. Faisal, listen, I'm going to give you one chance. Either come on and talk to me. The link's here. Either come on and talk to me or you're blocked because the lies are getting silly. My Fulkrog take is awful. Fulkrog is better than any striker we have at our club. That's not even a debate. That's a fact. He's better than any striker we have at the club right now. It's that simple. I'm not saying go and sign him. He's the only player. I'm just saying if West Ham are signing better strikers than us, then I worry. Ball's pulled back. Good footwork again from James Maddison. Really good footwork from James Maddison, who Ash just said was ghosting. Great footwork. Again, I'm not sure what people want to see. I think he's come on and done well. He's shown some really tidy footwork, slipping players in, playing some 1-2s. I think he's done well. Ash Phillips is injured. I find it worrying the goals we've conceded in the last couple of games. Yeah, I agree. Look, I don't think it's who's playing in our team. I think it's just the tactics. 19 days until the start of the season. What is everyone's predictions? And we can come back to it in May. Let's see who's right and wrong. Perchy, so you're asking people to be accountable. Our fans don't do that. What they do is they see people like me and you be right with our predictions and still have a go at us, whilst they can just say what they want, be wrong, and then nothing ever happens. Oh, Ange proved me wrong. Guys in the chat who know me, someone please tell me where I said Spurs would finish last season. Just say Savva and the number. Savva, the number. Because Ange did exactly what I thought he'd do and finished 5th. Right? 5th. I said 5th, maybe 6th if we're really poor. Right? So no, Victor Mensah. No. And I don't hate him. And Ange didn't do a great job. They're on the counter-attack again here, the K-League team. The counter-attack, I think, is going to be mopped up there by Oliver Skip. But again, on the counter-attack, teams are looking to get in below us. Definitely not 4th. Definitely not 4th. This is the correct answer. 5th. Yeah, no, Mr. AJ, not just me and Perchy. I'm not saying it's just me and Perchy, but this is the thing. If you're right, people hate it. If you're right, people hate it and still want to have a go at you. By the way, let me just wrap up the Fulkrog thing. I've never said we should go out and make him our number 1 target. Yeah, I did say that Villa would finish above us. I did. And I got told by all these fans last summer that I was your football takes are terrible, Savva. None of the Villa team get into our team, Savva, as they finished above us and got to the semi-final of a European competition. Crazy. Here's Jed Spence, got the ball out wide, giving a ball away. That was poor. And then they gave it away straight back to us. Here's James Maddison. He's had a shot. And did it deflect wide or did he just put it wide? Not the greatest shot from Maddison there. Not the greatest shot. I can see us right now as it stands finishing 6th, right? At the moment, I can see us finishing 6th. Yeah? Make it make sense. You predicted 5th after losing. No. Losing Harry Kane's got nothing to do with it. He chose not to replace Harry Kane. He chose to spend the money on Brennan Johnson. And he actually did finish 5th and exceeded expectations. He didn't exceed my expectations. I said he'd finish 5th, right? Danny D, no, there isn't. The Hotspur hippie and I talk most days. So no, there isn't, right? So stop with that stuff or I'll block you as well. Honestly, our fan base is poison. Absolutely poison, starting with people like this. As it stands, Cam, as it stands, I think 6th. As it stands, 6th, possibly 7th. I think we've got a lot to do. The way I'm seeing teams go through us like a knife in butter in pre-season, these aren't even good teams. I can see teams going through us much better. Absolutely barbaric. Yeah, my winning mentality. No. Don't have a winning mentality, right? And they're away again on the counter-attack. Spurs have 1 man back, now a 2nd man back, and it's out for a corner. Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't know how many times we have to get caught on the break before people don't understand why this doesn't work. My top 4 at this moment in time is City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and I don't know. I think it's going to be a real tight battle. Villa have got Champions League, so I don't know. It depends. That's going to take it out of them. I think Man United and Chelsea are going to be better. Newcastle could be better. I mean, look, depending if we make some proper signings, we could do better. What a goal! What a goal, by the way, from their bloke. The corner came in. It fell to the edge of the box, and their guy has just hit it first time on the volley. What a good goal that was. I don't know who it is, but what a good goal. And Spurs have managed to concede 3 goals to a very, very bad team. A very bad team. Gary says, I see us finishing 8th right now. Let's have a look. Gary says, I see us finishing 8th right now. Unless we get in a strong winger, striker, and a DM, we're not playing any differently than last season, and other teams are levelling up. I do agree. I worry so much. I don't know what this means. Is this I don't know what this means. Savva, don't forget it could be top 5. We could get top 5. I'm not saying we can't. At the moment, I'm just saying, look, okay, if I think, again, 6th or 7th as it stands, if we get 4th, it'll be an amazing season. As it stands, I can't see it. I can't see it. Lots of people are saying this. Lots of people are saying this. Hey, it is what it is. Mafusa's gone with Man City, Arsenal, Man U, Liverpool for his top 4. Look, I don't really care too much the scoreline of pre-season games because they are pre-season games, but I do care that we haven't changed in any way the way we set up and defend. It worries me. It really, really does. It really worries me. I didn't say this. I didn't say this. I didn't say this. Stop, Kevin. I did not say this. Guys and girls, you've got to get over losing Harry Kane. The manager that you all praise decided to replace him with Werner, Solomon, Valise and Johnson. Harry Kane is not a Spurs footballer. We had the option to go out and buy better footballers. We didn't. We didn't. Ange knew that Kane was leaving. There is no excuse. 3 goals to Vissel Kobe, conceded to Hearts. Sorry, 3 goals to this, conceded to Hearts and Vissel Kobe. Here they come again. Here they come again. On the attack. I mean, we are, everything we do is, I don't know. And it should be 4-4. Great save by Austin that time. Should be 4-4. Guys, we can't defend for Toffee. And I don't just mean the back 4. This setup, yeah? Mate, Frankie, I know people don't listen. I'm not saying I want Fulkrog per se. What I'm making the point is, if Aston Villa can go out and get a striker to the level of Fulkrog, how are we still with Richarlison? People took that, blew it out of all proportion because they don't listen, unfortunately. Mate, it's madness. It's madness. Z, I think we will. I think we will at this stage. I think the only thing that will stop us getting destroyed is the fact that it's a friendly. How do we come above Chelsea, Newcastle, Man U and Villa? What do you mean? What do you mean? How do we finish above them? Well, we need better players. I'm not sure about the sacking bit, but I just find our tactics are like Ozzy Ardiles. Now it's our turn to attack. Here's Timo Werner. Plays the ball down the line and easily defended there by the K-League player. And they can bring it out. They're making a meal of it. Actually, no, they've done really well. Actually, they've done really well. I can't begin to tell you. You call out others for lying, so let's call you out. Spurs signed Valise and Solomon before Kane. Victor, Spurs knew Harry Kane was leaving. Kane has said it, Levy has said it, and Ange has said it. So we were spending the money in anticipation for Kane leaving. This is not difficult. You are now being blocked because you're an idiot. I can't keep having to clarify to trolls. It is ridiculous. Lots of people are saying they think Ange will be gone by Christmas. I just think the way we're set up is just so easy to play against. They're blocked. They're getting blocked one by one. Again, Jay, I agree with you. This won't work in the Premier League. It didn't work last year. It didn't work last year. It's not going to work this year. Agreed. Jazz, agreed. We knew he was going. Ozzy Ardiles, again, it was you score 4. Sorry, you score 3, we'll score 4. On your day, that's great. When it don't work, you're letting in goals. I agree. I think more and more now are seeing this. I think more and more are seeing that this style of football, we can talk about the players that he's got, but I don't see other clubs conceding at the regularity that we do. It's worrying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Perchy. Thank you for being you. Yes, I spoke to Harry and he told me he wanted to move on. I respected his decision. Then they had all summer, Perchy, to go and do something about it and didn't. all summer to do something about it and didn't. Look, it's not about, yeah, we're going to win this game. I don't care about the winning of this game. I don't care about that. I care about how we play. You can adapt in one game against Man City, because if you try and play the way Spurs do against Man City normally, they will rip you apart. He has to. He has to. I don't even think it's exciting to watch. I can't understand how leaving your team exposed like this is exciting. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Adam, for me, it's calling out for it. It's calling out for it. Have three at the back and then two wing backs. Jed Spence plays the ball into Lancashire. He lays it off. And given away again. Again, we give the ball away so much. I mean, okay, maybe I'm being too positive finishing sixth, but again, they've noticed how in the space of the first 45 minutes, they've realised how to rip Spurs apart at the back and through midfield. Here they come again on the left-hand side. I agree. 6th to 7th to me if we make no more signings. Howard's only schoolboy. I just don't know what he's done that loads of people rate him. What a great take on from that player there. He's beaten Spence. It's got to be a free kick. Yeah, Spence was all over him. I think, listen, I like Ivan Toney. I do. I don't think he's this world-class player people think he is. I think he's a good forward. He's much better than what we've got. My point is this, right? If he is the one we want, go out and get him. All summer we've had. All summer. If he's the one you want, go and get him. He should be playing in games like this, right? Should be playing in games like this. I don't know. I don't know. It's mad. Yeah, I mean, he did adapt. I mean, purely, I agree with you. He did adapt, but let's be honest. You've got to adapt when you play Man City. If you played this against Man City, they just rip you apart. Agreed. Agreed. Get him in. Get him in then. If he's the one, get him in. But you know what? My worry is we talk so much about just centre forwards and wingers. If we don't get a defensive midfielder to sit in front of this back four, I really worry. I really worry. They're attacking us again. Ball into the box. The player's brought it down, gone the wrong way, giving it back to the winger. They're toying with us a little bit there. Yeah. Again, absolutely. Oh, Dragusin's had a mare. He's missed it, and they've hit the bar. He's offside. Dragusin had a mare. Absolute mare there. We need someone like this that can sit in front and do the bits, right? To get him in. If Tony's the guy, get him in. Get him in. I just so worry about these tactics. Is anyone, and I don't mean the trolls, is anyone who's not a troll worried about these tactics? Oh, just wide there from James Maddison. I think it took a nick. Did that take a nick? I don't know what it means. What is Ange ball? I don't get this. I keep hearing this Ange ball. So far, all I'm seeing is a team that's getting opened up by absolutely everyone it plays against. 5 minutes of injury time being held up. 5 minutes of injury time. Is anyone like these tactics? Is anyone actually watching this and thinking, yeah, this is how you win leagues. This is how you get better. I'm looking at a team that concedes so many goals, you're never going to improve. Agreed. You keep saying this. That's a one-off game, DJ, and that's one-off. If you don't use it any other time, it's not other tactics, is it? No one has stood out. I think in the second half, they've played some nice stuff. They've played some nice, pretty patterns. I wouldn't say there's anyone that's really, really stood out to me, if I'm going to be completely honest. And again, look. For me, I don't care that we're holding on, and I don't care that we're going to win this game or if this game ends 4-4. My worry, again, as I keep saying to people, it is the tactics. It's that nothing has changed. All pre-season, you hear from Maddison, Son, Romero, we're changing, we're doing things differently. We're working on what the manager wants, but the tactics look exactly the same. I agree. There's zero. And you know why? First of all, the midfield isn't good enough. The midfield is not good enough. I don't care what anyone says. And secondly, the fullbacks playing in midfield as well, it just doesn't help. It's madness. I agree with you, but the thing is, we need to see him adapt more than in one game. Right? It's got to be like he should have done that against Liverpool and Arsenal, teams that both ripped us open, but he didn't. He decided to leave Saka on his own with no cover. He decided to leave Salah on his own with no cover. It's just slightly concerning that it's the same pattern, right? That's the worry for me, DJ, and it's the same pattern every game. They're away again here. The K-League, it's 2-on-2 at the back. We've got to stop doing this. The K-League, the bloke drives it just past the post. We have got to stop leaving ourselves 2 at the back. This is suicide. This is suicidal football every game. Every game. Yeah. Amari, I agree, Amari. I didn't see it last year. I'm not seeing it in pre-season. I mean, this is the worry that if we do this in the Premier League and we keep leaving players 2-on-2, they're going to score. I get it that this isn't our first choice defence, but this is what was happening to Van de Ven and Romero all last season. Madness. Again, it's madness. Absolutely madness. I agree. I know we're agreeing. I agree with you. He should be doing it more. Again, look, every time they get the ball out, they're on a counter-attack. Every time. We are so wide open. We are so wide open. It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard to watch. And some people go, oh, if you can't see what Ange is doing. No, I can't. I think the thing is, Rom Scully, is it's okay in games like this when we're playing poor teams and we win and we score 3 or 4. It's okay. You get away with it, right? That's what they love. Oh, we love this. When you play proper teams. Again, look, they're away again here. Last minute of the game. They're away here again. 1-on-1. We've got a player back now. He's going to have a shot from about 20 yards. It's hit the defender and cannoned into the arms of Austin. There's 30 seconds of the game left. This is just basketball now. This is basketball. There's no tactics at all. This is basketball football. I expect it from them. They're not a top team. James Maddison, twist, good turn. Has a shot, hits the post. Lovely from James Maddison, that. That was beautiful. Little Cruyff turn, shifted from his left to his right, and the shot hit the post. Great play from James Maddison again. It looks like the game's going to finish 4-3. The ref looks at his watch. He's looking. Looks like there's going to be one more attack from the K-League team. And again, they've got men forward. We've not got men back. We're starting to get men back now. The ball goes across. He's going to have a dig from 20 yards. It's gone high into the air. Everyone's just stood and watched it. And we're making a meal of getting rid of it. The game has finished. The game has finished. It is Tottenham Hotspur 3, the K-League team 4. A very difficult watch if we're going to be brutally honest. Let me know. Everyone knows. I know, mate. I know. Some of us can, right, Stephen? Some of us can. Many people can't. I agree with this completely. Beginning of last season, teams were figuring you out. Halfway through the season, your high line got exposed. After the Chelsea game, we were massively exposed. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Absolutely, mate. Listen, I agree with you. Everyone, you know the rules. 5 words to describe the game. We're going to go for another 10 minutes. 5 words. Hang on. Hang on. I'm just having a look at the Bayern Munich squad to face Tottenham. I'm just having a look at it. So we know there's no Harry Kane, but they've got Musiala, Tell, Lemar, Muller, Boye, Guerrero, Paulinho, Dyer, Goretzka, Gnabry, Kimmich, Meunier, Schmidt, Ulrich. There's enough there. 5 words to describe Tottenham today. 5 words to describe what you've just seen. Say whatever you like. Same old damn story, mate. I agree. I don't think we're learning. You got that wrong. So you said K-League 4 Spurs. 4-3 to the other team. All right. Something is wrong with Dragoshin. I mean, I don't know. We'll see over the next few weeks. Great pre-season hit out. I don't know how we could call that great. We just look so bad in transition. Is there a bit of Kevin Keegan? I'd take Kevin Keegan over Ange. Milo said the good, the bad, and the ugly. Fair enough. Alfie said, I don't want to sit and watch this. I don't want to watch this next season. Sorry, it's a few more than 5 words. 5 words. I'm worried for this season. Same old Tottenham yet again. We need a ball-winning midfielder, Savva. Yeah, absolutely. We've needed a ball-winning midfielder ever since he joined, and he's not bought one yet. This is what makes me wonder, does he know what he needs? If he does know, right, this. Great 5 words. What is Ange Ball, anyone? Absolutely. I don't know what it is. I don't know, and I just keep hearing it. It's fluffy. When Ange gets the players to play Ange Ball, oh, my God. Sloppy, open, poor, disjointed, and messy. Not Lionel. Yeah. Look, the worrying thing is I thought we were really wide open against Hearts in that first half. I thought we were really wide open against QPR. We conceded really sloppily to Vissel Kobe. We've conceded 3 today. I'm just not sure. In Archie, we trust. I thought he had a terrible game today, Archie Gray. We talk football, says Savva, that's crap. I don't know what that means. Crap game or me crap. Let me know what you mean. And just being found out, people are saying. Milo has said, I've said you could have Prime Maldini and Brazy at centre-back. If you leave your centre-back exposed on the halfway line, it's tactical suicide. For once, we agree, Milo. Absolutely. And this is all I was trying to say earlier, Daniel. When this guy was having a go at me, saying, oh, you didn't like Conte's negative and now you don't like Ange's. It's got to be a balance, right? Everyone can't bomb forwards. You can't leave 2 defenders at the back. I don't see what's changed. The personnel hasn't changed. The style of play hasn't changed. I'm not sure. You know what? I think we're basing this whole positive pre-season on. I think we're basing all of this on the hope that some of these kids come good. That's been the positives. It's not been the football. Good finishes today from Son. But, I mean, and Lancashire, good grabbing his goal. But this is not been anything that makes me sit there and think Spurs have changed, that he's adapting. I keep hearing second season we'll see it. Sure, okay. Look, it's difficult because they've not got the same squads. I think he's nowhere near the manager Conte is. Different style of football to Conte. But look, I don't like Conte as a manager. I have to be honest. I think everyone knew that. I would have liked to have seen Conte with that back 5 of Porro and Udogie wing backs, and then Dragoshin, Van de Ven and Romero. I think Spurs would have been much more solid. Would he have gone forward and attacked? I don't know, but I think that would have been much better to how he played. But I don't want either of them. Bergvall looks better than Maddison. I mean, I thought Bergvall didn't do a lot today. I thought Maddison did a lot more when he came on in the second half. Again, I think we're just saying these things. For me, Bergvall hit the bar. Other than that, kept giving the ball away, as did Archie Gray. Got a lot of footballers that give the ball away. Ash, I agree. Other than Son and Donnelly, that was terrible. I didn't think it was good at all. Ange is a massive downgrade from Conte. People are worried over a friendly with a makeshift side. No, Edward, you're not listening. People aren't worried about a friendly. People are worried that the style of play, which is what you get used to in pre-season, is still so wide open. Yeah. When you say a makeshift side, everyone's got a makeshift side. We're playing a really poor team there. And we conceded 3 goals. The animal, Father, the window is not shut. Yeah. We've got to do something. We've got to do something. Maybe say it's extremely poor. He nearly scored. He hit the post, right? Look, I agree. I agree. Some of them will make it. Some of them won't. That's the way it is with young players. Let's see what happens. It was all right. We went 3-0 up, and then before you know it, it's 4-3. And again, it's not about the personnel on the pitch. It's the tactics for me. That's the worrying thing. It's the tactics more than anything. No meltdown. No, I didn't see anything there that changed my opinion to before the game, to last season, to the summer, right? I'm just not sure how tenable it is to keep, and I've stolen that word, I'm not sure how tenable it is to keep playing this style of football against teams. Yes, and it's not. It's much better. It's much better. My thoughts, I haven't learned anything new there. I thought Donnelly can hold his head high. Lancashire got a good goal and did some good things. Sonny. Other than that, I don't know. I just think it's suicidal football. Again, agreed. 70 minutes for Emerson Royale. By the way, guys and girls, come on, let's get to. I'm going to finish up soon. Can we get 25 more likes to get to 300? And this is the last stream with the opportunity for any super chats to go to charity. Yeah. Any super chats to go to charity. And also, please do smash the subscribe button. We are just over 150 away from getting back to the 13K. So if 150 of you that are live have not subscribed, please do smash that button. I'm going to put the link in the chat. I'd really appreciate that. And I do appreciate all of you. I think it's been much better since we got rid of a lot of the trolls as well. Much better. So there's the link. Please smash that. As I just said, Walter, the positives for me were Jamie Donnelly, a good finish by Lancashire. Sonny looked sharp in his finishing with 2 goals. Kulu wasn't really in the game a lot, but he did get the goal and an assist. But other than that, wasn't really in it. But that would be a positive. But Ash, I'm concerned about all of them, mate. I'm concerned about all of them. I don't know what's going on, mate. But listen, guys, girls, I've really enjoyed the stream. Other than a few trolls, thanks Swanex for coming on. Thank you to any of you that have smashed that like button. Thank you. Look, again, the players are tired of all the travelling. Then maybe don't take them halfway around the world every year to play. I mean, it's really not that simple. Oh, for sure. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. We've got to. We need reinforcements and quality reinforcements. Guys, girls, been an absolute pleasure. Please do smash that like button. We're only 3 away from the 300 now. Thank you to everyone who literally just smashed that like button. This has been a really eye-opening for a lot of people. I'm starting to see a lot of people now are starting to get a bit worried about these tactics. Can we get 5 more subscribers as we leave the show? Yeah. And listen, brilliant. Thank you, Roosper. This will go to charity, so thank you so much. Good day, Savva. Missed the charity stream. That was a tough watch. We are a mess on a transition. Absolutely, we're a mess in transition. Absolutely. Can we get 5 more of you to smash that subscribe button, and anyone else for last chance to get any super chats in for the charity, like Roosper has. Big up, Roosper. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Can't disagree with anything you've said there. Thanks for everyone. Listen, yes, it's hot. Yes, we've traveled far, but that's nothing to do with the tactics. The tactics are what they are because of the manager. Guys, take care. Thank you as always to those who haven't trolled. Thank you for those who stay loyal and watch me. Appreciate it. We'll be back hopefully when something else happens, and I'll be back for the Bayern Munich watch-along on Saturday, where I'll start an hour before the show. Take care, everyone. Now I've got to go and work until about 10 o'clock tonight. Take care. Bye-bye.